to say that when people start a company, it'd be easy to think that maybe you were always ambitious about being an entrepreneur or always ambitious about starting your own company. That wasn't the case with us. It was actually the exact opposite. We were very comfortable working for the family bank that we worked for. We had a lot of independence. We had an opportunity to have a voice in the organization. It was a comfortable place to be, and it met all the needs that we had in terms of building a career and having a fun place to show up and work. Unfortunate thing is that, like you know, in our industry, consolidation exists, and the family was aging, and they felt like it was time to exit. So we were faced with working for a new company, a bigger company. And the company was a great company, but we learned at that moment in time the importance of values and why values in an organization is important. And not that one set of values is worse or better, it's just that when you have things that you hold important to you that are different than what the company you're working for holds important, means that you're probably not aligned, and it's difficult to stay engaged in the process. And we're real concerned that we were going to ever be able to find that happy medium again, that we could find a place that was as passionate about taking care of the community, taking care of its employees, taking care of its customers as we were. So Paul and Dale came up with the genius idea that let's just go start our own bank. I was very resistant to the idea, by the way. And thank goodness it was during a period where the FDIC would approve anybody that had a pulse and could raise capital. So as you know, back in the late 90s and early 2000s, there were a lot of startup banks. Most of them aren't around anymore. We were too young. Well, maybe not Dale. Dale's never been. But Paul and I were too young and too immature, and certainly not smart enough to start a bank. But somehow or another, we figured it out. We were very fortunate that the economy in the late 90s was robust. So we could make mistakes and still do okay. We were very fortunate that the customers that we had served for decades, I've been a banker for 38 years, but I know that as young as I look, you wouldn't think more than 5 or 6. 38 years I've been a banker. And those customers that we took care of so many years were there to support us and eager to support us. A typical bank branch would open about 30 new bank accounts a month. We opened 250 bank accounts the first 2 days we were open for business. People were actually lined up like the grand opening of a Walmart to open bank accounts with us. And it's never been different for us since. The customers have always supported us. And there's a reason for that. But we knew that kind of success was not sustainable. We knew that there had to be a methodology behind what we were doing and why we were doing it. And so we began to think about our purpose. Ben just told you what our purpose was. We began to build a business model that was passionate about executing that. And we always started executing our model with the employee first. And I know people think about customers first, but I am a firm believer that if you hire really smart people and you hire people that are aligned with your values and your company's purpose, you give them an opportunity to grow professionally, you give them an opportunity to have a voice in the organization, that they will become so engaged that the experience the customer has with you will be second to none. And that's revealed itself in the performance of our organization over the last 20 years. I'll share some of those with you. We opened our company in 1999 with 13 employees. Is it 13, Bill? Is that right? That's correct. And a double wide mobile home. Now we have over 170 employees located in 3 different states, Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. We have been awarded one of the best places to work in South Carolina for the last 13 years in a row. 95% of our customers tell us that they're extremely satisfied with doing business with us. 85% of our customers tell us they like us so much that they would be willing to refer for us. 81% of all the business that we open, new business that we open, comes from repeat business from customers or business that is sourced through a referral from an existing client. We have one of the largest mortgage platforms in the community banking space nationally. We do roughly $300 and $350 million in mortgages from Virginia to Georgia. We have our mortgage people here. Todd and Shirley, y'all are in the room. Make sure everybody gets a chance to meet you. We think that mortgage is a great place to be. It's been good for our business. We are in the top 20 largest banks in South Carolina. We're in the top 20% largest banks in the country. We are located have branches in every major market in South Carolina. And we're now in Charlotte and in Winston-Salem as well. So we've been quite busy since the recession. We did not have all that during the recession, but it's been a good period for us. So as you can see, things have been really good for our company, and there's a reason for that. It's because we hire good people. And that's kind of how we ended up here in Myrtle Beach. So why Myrtle Beach? You guys aren't an underbanked community here. Myrtle Beach is almost like home for us. We have family here. Some of our employees who work in our headquarters in Florence actually live here. We have homes here. We have customers here. We have done business here over the years. So we have a lot of roots in the Myrtle Beach area. But we also know the market well enough that you just don't come here blind because it can sting pretty good. So finding the right person and the right team is important. That's what Ron Page and his team come along. Ron is well respected. We crossed paths about 20 years ago, very briefly. I kept up with him over the years, and for whatever reason, maybe it was just a divine sense of purpose, but we ran across each other's paths again in the last 12, 18 months, and it took me about that long to convince him he needed to come join our team. So he's here. We welcome him. We welcome you. We appreciate the opportunity. If I were a business owner or consumer, I would pick First Reliance just like that, but maybe I'm a little biased. So I would ask that maybe you give us a chance, take us for a test drive. We think we won't disappoint you. But anyway, we're honored that you're here.